So the noise swells as the clash between the top two gets underway. Queen's Park Rangers attacking the goal to our left in those familiar blue and white hoops. Derby County today in a change strip of yellow shirts with blue shorts. Leighton James with a touch to Charlie George. Archie Gemmill. Francis Lee. Colin Todd joining up there. Bruce Rioch. Derby, who were beaten 4-1 in the league here last season. And Rangers have already beaten them 5-1 at the baseball ground. Here's Rioch. Cut out nicely, though, for Rangers by McClintock. But a shot by Henry Newton. Wide and high. And a goal kick to Rangers. But here's Clement. Givens, a little too high even for him. Now Givens might get this one on Francis. And now Rioch. Archie Gemmill. Played on for Rioch. Lee, back for Rioch again, and hit too firmly towards Lee. No chance of him controlling that. Nice little bit of play there between Givens and Francis. But there's the formidable barrier of Colin Todd. Quite unshakable. Clintock. Thomas there first. Played for Hollins. Clement making a run down the right for him. That's the ball hit towards Dave Thomas and hit well for him. Rod Thomas is marking him, and here's Gillard playing in the early ball to Leach. And Todd again getting that one away, and Rod Thomas in the end content to put it behind for a QPR corner. So David Webb up again. And Dave Thomas with the corner. Hit deep. Well, no, there was some pushing. Ball came over. The forwards got up. It ended in the back of the net. But Alf Gray had no doubt there was some pushing there, and it's a free kick. Masson. Here's Leach. Left for Francis. And now Dave Thomas facing Rod Thomas. A long shot. My goodness, that was swerving all over the place, and Bolton had to make sure he got behind that one. Taking more than 25, 28 yards there by Dave Thomas, moving a lot in the air, and Bolton got well behind it in the end. It's Jerry Francis on the ball now for Rangers. Givens playing it back for him. He's got Gillard wide. Here's Gillard. Cross hit fairly low, and it might come in again. McFarlane is there and has half lost it. Givens with a shot, and that was beautifully saved by Bolton. Just a half mistake in that Derby defence, and Givens was on it with a good shot on the turn. Well saved by Colin Bolton. Phil Nutt, the 17-year-old, is going to come on, which means that Don Masson not fit to come back. So Phil Nutt is on. Dave Clement. Jerry Francis. Clement again. Thomas. Again, a long-range shot, and you could see by the way that Bolton was positioning himself behind that, it was moving a fair bit in the air. Again, from some 25 yards, Thomas letting that one go. Flicked wide there. Rioch couldn't control it. It's a difficult one for him. McClintock. Here's Francis. Dave Thomas, and he couldn't keep it in. The whistle's gone. Flag up, whistle gone. Throw to Derby. And away goes Leighton James, except that Gillard, just as he was right at the outset of this afternoon, sticking close to him and doing such a good job. Clement, Francis, Leach has gone on ahead. Nutt, Clement again. That's aimed towards Mick Leach and Dave Thomas on the other side. Here's Thomas. Shot well, oh, and he hit the crossbar. He couldn't have been unluckier if he tried. Found a beautiful yard of space on that right foot. Hit it powerfully, beat Colin Bolton all ends up, and hit the crossbar. Givens. Free kick. Again, Rioch is the guilty man, and the free kick already taken. Hollins floating a good one in there towards Nutt. Yes! Phil Nutt has done it! The 17-year-old has broken the deadlock as Hollins floated that ball into the centre. He escaped for a moment, and his header was wide of Bolton, and that could be a decisive goal. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Derby County 0. Now Lee. And now Nutt. More pressure than they've been all afternoon. It looked as though they were quietly and efficiently and with great composure coming away with a point. Now they've got a job to do. Thomas. Now Francis. Shifting again towards Leach, and he's onside, and Bolton could have been in trouble. Now, Gillard. Thomas. Todd. Good pass there. And Leighton James is on the move now for Derby County. Handball against McClintock. McClintock running across to the linesman. It won't make any difference. The whistle has gone. The free kick given to Derby. And there's the free kick floating in there. Charlie George right in. Parks didn't get his fist to it. If anything, he got his fist to one of his teammates, Jerry Francis. So Rangers still under pressure. Henry Newton with the shot, and it's well. Goal kick to Queen's Park Rangers. The atmosphere absolutely tremendous here now. Cheers are so much for this 17-year-old lad. Clintock mistimed that header completely. Here's Charlie George, a touch for Leighton James. Todd, cut out again by Jerry Francis that time. Here's Gemmell now. A well-hit shot that needed to be pushed over. Phil Parks had a good sight of it. Nobody really in his way as Gemmell struck it. Turned it over well. Givens, another jump, but he was out-jumped that time by Roy McFarlane. Henry Newton. McFarlane. Robbed by Nutt. Gemmell. Played for Rioch. More passion about this game now than there's been all afternoon. James to Nish. McClintock behind that one. Now Rioch. Oh, there's a good ball by Rioch, and there's a chance for Leighton James. Turned in again there for Charlie George. and he's missed the chance, has he? No, it's put in there by Rioch. Well, it looked for a long time as though Charlie George had a chance after Leighton James had turned it in, that Charlie George had a chance. It looked as though he'd lost it. In the end, the ball found its way to the number 4, Bruce Rioch.